Hello everyone. The topic for upcoming week or the topic for upcoming days is your oral surgery and general surgery. And we have kept this topic together because even though things are different, but yeah, a little bit they are related to the same aspect, surgery, and some of the topics in general surgery you are going to find that you have done in some this or that places, and some of the concepts of your oral surgery fall into your general surgery. So we have kept it together anyways, but there is no common topic in the two subjects. Like you will see that your cyst and tumor you will find here, as well as your general surgery, as well as your oral pathology and oral medicine, and salivary glands you will find in general surgery, oral pathology and oral medicine. There is no such common topic between these two, but yeah, we have kept it together like we kept DADH, even though they didn't have any similar topics. But yeah, they are easy going. These two subjects are easy going when you do them with the same flow, because they require the same kind of aptitude, the same kind of concentration, and the same kind of things when you will do them together. So that's why I have kept them together, but there is no such common topic in both. So regarding oral surgery, we are going to start today, that is your 13th of July, and we are going to start with your oral surgery. And the topic for today is exodontia and impaction. Not a big topic, a little bit average topic. And along with that, you are going to start with the anesthesia today only, because tomorrow it's a big topic, LA and GA. So whatever you can cover regarding your LA and GA today also, saving time, that can help you tomorrow also. So try to become proactive, try to do that. Next day topic is this, try to do it a little bit a day before, so that next day you are able to finish your next day target, as well as you are able to start up with the next day work also a little bit. This is known as proactiveness, and this is something that you require at all aspects in your life. Whether you are a student, you are doing a job, whether you are a wife, mother, or whatever you are doing, PhD, you are doing MDS, you should be proactive. You should try to do the things beforehand. You should try to do you should be ready for the next day a day before. This will help you to finish the task the next day again, and this would help you to start up with the next day again. So try to do the topic of today as well as a little bit topic of the next day also. So exodontia and impaction, in this topic there are a lot of MCQs, and you can follow your Nilima Anil Malik book for it. You will be knowing about your primary hemorrhage, reactionary hemorrhage, secondary hemorrhage, a lot of questions, that how much time it occurs within how much time, you should be knowing about your mechanical advantages of your different elevators, crossbar, apex, wedge, extraction forceps, straight elevator. Yeah, this is a mechanical advantage, that is a mechanical advantage. And you should be knowing about the prothrombin time. A lot number of questions are asked like this. This is something you are going to find out in your oral pathology as well as physiology, your prothrombin time and all, as well as oral medicine. So these things you would be knowing, and what are the different principles with which elevator works, that is your lever principle, wedge principle, and your with which your crier elevator works, and with which principle your apex elevator work, crossbar elevator works. So what is the direction while you are doing the extraction, where you have to apply the force, in which direction is the first force applied. So all this you would be knowing. Next is your white line, amber line, red line, commonly known as your VAR lines. A lot number of MCQs on these topics, that how is WAR, how are these things made, done, and all that stuff. So you will be knowing about these things also. And next is your relationship of the impacted lower third molars with their angulation, mesioangular, distoangular, horizontal, vertical, straight, and what is the difficulty index value related to that. You will come to know about all these things. And Another is your indications, relative and absolute indications and contraindication for the removal of the tooth from the fracture line. How is your Austin retractor going to work? Howarth retractor going to work? So these all are the kind of things. But yeah, one thing I would like to tell you, that you are going to get a lot number of questions from your VAR line or primary, secondary, reactionary hemorrhage, and the patient with the moderate risk category, negligible risk, higher risk category. So, and your angular relationship and difficulty index. So this is something very common and you should be very good with it. And next is your local anesthesia and general anesthesia. We have covered this topic in your pharmacology also. So you should be knowing here a lot of things, that what is the half-life of lignocaine, articaine, procaine, chlorprocaine, how much is the LA value with the vasoconstrictor, how much is without vasoconstrictor, how much is it going to be without adrenaline, with adrenaline, all these things which are amides and which are non-amides, which is a preservative in your local anesthesia, and which anesthesia you are going to give to the children, which of the following has got a least half-life, which is going to affect kidney, which is going to affect lungs, all these things. And it was the first amide LA, what is available commercially, and how much is the needle required for PSA, how much is the success rate, in which block you are going to find out the bleeding, in which direction PSA needle is going to go, and all these things you are going to get. So these are the simple questions, and people are also good with that. And so all this about LA and GA, a very good topic, a very interesting topic. If we would have time, I could have given LA one day, GA one day, surely. But since we are not with the short time, but not with too much of the time, so we'll cover it in a day. Different nerve blocks, what is gate controls theory, and all that. And if you want to refer some book for LA and GA, just have that Monim's book on your site and do that. And Nilima Malik is also fine, but yeah, that is specially for the LA part, so you can keep it aside also. Next is yours, you'll do with this one LA and GA part, and we'll be discussing every topic individually every single day also. Next comes your mandibular fractures and your maxillary fractures. So mandibular fractures would include everything like management for your mandibular fractures, when is it seen, and all that, what are indications for the fixation, and very important, where are you going to find out osteosynthesis with IMF, and your intermaxillary fixation with osteosynthesis, without osteosynthesis, a lot number of MCQs from this topic also. Then your what is overlap sign, a lot number of time question is asked. And then what is your middle 1/3 fracture, that is your maxillary fracture, Lefort 1, Lefort 2, Lefort 3. All these fractures we are going to discuss in detail, what is Gillies approach, and which instrument is used for which purpose, that is your Walsham's forceps, Rowe's disimpaction forceps, Bristow's elevator. So all these things, what is the shape of your Lefort 1 fracture, it is also known as your gyrin fracture or low level fracture, horizontal or telescopic. Lefort 2 is known as your pyramidal, Lefort 3 is suprazygomatic. So all these things we are going to discuss. And another thing, what is Hess test, you will be covering all these things in your maxillary fractures. Next is your TMJ maxillary sinus. Insistent tumor is a topic that we have already done in your oral pathology part. So in oral pathology we have dealt with your cystic tumors, with what are cyst, what is dentigerous cyst, what is ameloblastoma, what is leukoplakia, and all that. But here we will be dealing with the surgical aspect of your cystic tumor. And again, I have given one day to these two topics because these two topics are smaller. TMJ and maxillary sinus were dealt with the anatomy also, and recently also in histology we have done, and dental anatomy we have done, so we know the basics. But yeah, here we will be dealing with the surgical aspect of your TMJ and maxillary sinus, that when is the sinus formed, in which condition sinus is formed, and how are you going to treat the if develop sinusitis, and how are you going to treat with the TMJ, what is condylectomy, what is gap arthroplasty, what is interpositional gap arthroplasty. So all these things we will be discussing in your TMJ and maxillary sinus topic. And cystic tumor is also a good topic, and we'll cover these two topics in a single day. So in which cyst, which kind of fluid you are going to see, we'll be discussing about that. And if you get pus or brownish fluid, that is infected cyst, or blood on aspiration, and all that stuff we'll be dealing with. Incisional biopsy क्या होता है, excisional biopsy क्या होता है, so all these things. Next is your odontogenic infection, a very important topic from the aspect of your oral surgery, because this is only found in oral surgery, and it has got a huge number of questions also, and a lot number of concepts also. I love this topic because it is basically conceptual. So we'll be dealing with buccal space, your vestibular space, and all those kind of spaces, and your primary mandibular space, maxillary spaces, and what are the boundaries of your lateral pterygoid space, pterygomandibular space, and all these things will be dealing in your odontogenic infection. Which space involve which wall, and which can be the outcome if the infection occurs in this tooth, which space is involved, and all these things. If your premolars are involved, mandibular interiors are involved, what kind of questions you are going to find out, very nicely given here in the pulse. So we'll be covering the odontogenic infections completely. And next is your last topic, pre-prosthetic and orthognathic surgery. And here we'll be dealing with all the surgical aspect of your ortho also. We have done ortho, we have done there we have read about the orthognathic surgeries, that sometimes before the surgery we do the ortho treatment and then we do the surgeries. So all those surgeries will be dealt here, and already you have seen your Abbe, slender flap, and all that. In ortho also we have studied. So, and pre-prosthetic, that how if there is a predominant ridge, and how is genial tubercles removed, and how is your, if mylohyoid, if your your chin is ahead, if it, what is the surgery for your nose, all these things, rhinoplasty, genioplasty, ये सब हम पढ़ेंगे कि कब करनी है और कैसे करनी है. So all these things will be dealt here in this topic. Next is 20th July for the synopsis. I would again suggest you to become proactive, to read daily some synopsis part, and to study the synopsis daily, some part, either 1 page, 2 page, so that you become proactive and you are able to finish the synopsis before 20th of July. Like I can see that there are around I can see there are around 20-30 pages of the synopsis regarding your oral surgery. So try to do, how are you going to finish that 30 pages synopsis in your complete week? 40 pages synopsis is there, I have confirmed. So how are you going to divide it into in your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days? You have to do around 6 pages daily. So make it sure that do the subject in do the topic in your 80% of the day, in 10% of the day do next topic, and in rest 10% of the day do 6 pages of the synopsis. This is the way you will have to move, because oral surgery has got a lot number of marks. 14 marks is your oral surgery, and you have to do it a lot number of times. We are giving it a good enough time because it carries a lot of marks. That's why we are giving it completely 8 days to this subject only. And you have to cover it this way, and you have to do the synopsis daily, you have to do the next chapter daily, and most likely we'll be giving you a test of the oral surgery, and then a test of the oral surgery and general surgery. So regarding the general surgery, I'll be giving you an overview on 20th, because till then you just revise, you just continue with your oral surgery part, and this is how general surgery will move till 27th of July. And the book that you have to refer for your oral surgery is your Nilima Anil Malik and Monhims for your local anesthesia. And the books that you have to refer for doing the MCQs part is your Dental Pulse, is your Dentist, and if some people are having Bhatias, that also. Dentist, I would recommend always after doing the Pulse for the clinical subject, you should do Dentist. If you don't have it, then just buy it as soon as possible, because after this you won't be able to do the dentist. So some beautifications are there in dentist. So after finishing up with your pulse, start doing dentist. If you are able to finish up with the things on time, start doing next day's thing. If you are able to finish up with the next day's thing, start doing dentist. So this is how I would suggest you that you should be moving, but you should not sit idle, that yeah, I have done today's task, I'll sit idle. Do the next day. Okay, I have done the next day. Do the dentist. Okay, I have done the dentist. Then start doing another thing. Start doing Ritu Duggal. If you have, do. You have to study. The key is only to do. You cannot sit idle. You cannot be like, oh, I might do, I'll do tomorrow. You cannot procrastinate. You have to study, means you have to study. If you are finished with the one task, jump to the second. If you are finished with the second task, jump to the third. If you are finished with this week's subject, do the next week's subject. If you are finished with both the subject, do the last week's subject. Do some revision, do some other book, do some pulse, do some dentist. So do. The key is only to do as much you can. So move fastly, move according. The purpose of giving you schedule is not to limit you that you have to do only this much. You can do even more than this. It depends all upon your speed and your memory and your how much early you are going to grasp. So I would recommend for all those people who are able to do it early, do it early. But you have to do the pulse and you have to do the dentist at any cost. So purchase a dentist and do that book also. That is a nice book. And yeah, that's it. This is how you are going to move for the oral surgery, and I hope things would be made clear to you. So people who want a demo, they can contact me at this number. And I think so that for most of the people demo is over, because we are starting with the new subject. So for the new subject, new people can add on for the demo part. And another thing is that become one of the people who don't know how to quit. So become those people who don't know how to quit. Yeah, only the key to success is to become consistent, to become regular, and to keep moving. If you are going to quit, you are never going to achieve your target. You have to move to achieve your target. And for moving, you don't have to quit. Whether you move slow, you fast, you do all the things on the time, delayed time, before time, but you have to do. You have to study at any cost. That is the only way you are going to reach your goal. That is the only way you are going to reach your destination. And this is the time, वैसे तो it's March, April and May. That is the time that makes a lot of difference, because in June everyone becomes serious, in July everyone becomes serious, and in August everyone becomes super serious. Those people who are going to give the exam, everyone is going to sit in the August. Those who are dicey, they are going to sit in August, and those who are determined, they are also going to again sit in the August. So this is the time you have to make a difference. You have to move, you have to study, and you have to win the race. You have to win the game. I don't want anyone amongst you to sit down and drop next year again for the exam. I want all of you should get your destination, whatever you want. You want a GDC, private college, this branch, that branch, everyone should get it, and everyone should enter that college. That's it. The struggle is done. I am there to speedify you. I am there to make the things easier for you. I am there to make the things, difficult things, easier for you, and I am there to solve your doubts. But yeah, you have to run, you have to study, and you have to move, because that is the task done by you only. Anyways, all the best. Bye bye.